Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and today is a very special day. I just wanted to say, come out here. Happy, I don't know how, when I'm going to be releasing this video, but I'm hoping as soon as possible. Happy 1-year anniversary, Nintendo. For the Nintendo Switch, that is. Happy 1-year anniversary. I mean, guys, we've been through a roller coaster of crap. You know, all of the stuff till we got it in our hands in October 2016, I believe. They made an announcement of the Nintendo Switch. And what I loved about Nintendo, and I still love about them, is that even since the Wii, okay, they always changed completely the entire, you know, they changed the entire game altogether. And then what happens is these other systems would take over and perfect it or whatever. But with the Nintendo Wii, then came the Nintendo Wii U. And, you know, the fact that you could take it all around, and you saw how Sony tried to copy them with it. But then they came out with one of the best things ever. They saw we have, you know, that we have a beautiful 3DS that I still have and I love, Mario Edition. And then they release the Nintendo Switch, a real way, not a gimmicky way, but an actual real way to take console-like games and take them out on the go. And this changed the world. I'm telling you, of anybody, anyone that's like me that loves portable gaming, that are on the go almost all the time. I'm in New York City. Everywhere I go, I take the train. This is just so God-sent and just amazing. And this is a great system. And of course, we all love all the Nintendo games that are, you know, exclusive to Nintendo, like the Mario series and Donkey Kong series and so on and so forth. With the Wii U, they had a lot of flops. They had a great idea, but they flopped and they made some mistakes and they screwed up and whatever. And then this is pretty much the version 2 of the Wii U, except you can take it with you, like, you know, what everybody was promising, that you could take it with you, take on the go and everything. And I remember the rumors that started on the Wii U when it showed that big clunky controller, and they said, oh, you'd be able to take it anywhere in the world and blah, 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 and you'd be able to play it on portable. These were rumors, of course. What we know, you know, that it wasn't like that, and that it actually flopped and a lot of people abandoned it. So Nintendo attacked with one of the best consoles, I would say, that has ever existed. I love the original Nintendo. I still have that one since 1988 when I first got it. And I'll never forget the story how my mom got it. And yes, I am old. I just dated my ass. And then afterwards, I got the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, you know, Super Famicom, whatever they called it in Japan, but Super Nintendo, and that was amazing as well, and it was ruling the market. Then as soon as Nintendo 64, they came out with it, they had some flops, they had some problems, they released it later. Everyone could blame and point fingers or whatever, but Sony dominated that market, but it still released amazing games, from the first ever Mario Kart and Mario Tennis. Oh man, how I loved it. And Super Nintendo, of course, with the Punch-Out series, and it skipped the Nintendo 64, and then it would come back later, you know, after GameCube, and GameCube was amazing, and I had that as well, and I loved it, and it broke, and I felt bad. And then came the Wii U, and the Wii U was freaking, you know, I mean, sorry, the Wii, and the Wii was freaking incredible. It changed the entire, you know, it raised the bar of every game system out there. That Sony started having a magic wand and all that crap, and everybody was trying to imitate them by perfecting their technology. Of course, it had an exploit, and it led to its eventual demise. But the Wii was an incredible system, ladies and gentlemen, from the best video games like the Donkey Kong series, the Mario series, and you know, they had so many awesome games. And they finally came out with a Punch-Out, and man, was I freaking stoked. One of my favorite games out there. And then the Wii U, and the Wii U was a disaster, but it came out with its beautiful games as well. And now we have the Nintendo Switch, and yes, when it started, it had many issues that we found workarounds. For example, a lot of these units, when they first started shipping out, were, you know, they would get bricked, they would get, you know, stuck out of nowhere, it would constantly freeze, they would have issues, dead pixels, also the docking station scratched the hell out of the screen, and everybody was complaining about the battery life and all of these things. And even one guy said that his battery completely died and wasn't even working out of the box. And they had many issues that kind of screwed up their momentum as they were building up. But the momentum started picking up, and Nintendo was doing good. And I hope that right now that we could see that year after, that they're going to start developing more games. I know a lot of these companies on the third-party companies are very, very careful not to invest too much in Nintendo right now. That's why some of them, like EA, didn't want anything to do with them. Not that we want anything to do with them, especially after that entire, all their games that has, issues with, was it play to pay? Pretty much, that's what it really is. And of course, with other games coming out and all of that stuff, a lot of these third-party developers didn't want to invest because they were scared. So they invested slowly, and instead of going with, 32, gig cartridges, they would go with a 16 gig cartridge and have it download on that. So I'm hoping that Nintendo will show that they have faith in their own product, that they will start releasing new games and not just remakes of the Wii U. This way, a lot of people from the Wii U division could jump over to the Nintendo Switch and build up the market even more. The fact that they're releasing remakes is a great thing. I have Bayonetta. I love it. Donkey Kong, I'm pre-ordering it. I just don't think it shows a good example to the investors, okay, out there. Because when you're showing that you don't want to put that much money into your own system, the third-party developers are not going to want to invest as well because they're not going to have faith in your system. That's just my little 1-2 that I'm giving you guys for the next year. That I hope you guys release original games, a new Donkey Kong game, a Bayonetta 3, which was in the, talks, about a virtual console, which I like, which I'm going to be releasing a video on why I don't think it's going to come out ever. But a virtual console as promised. I would like to see games like that, like even Punch-Out on the Wii to be portable. I would love to see a new Punch-Out game, really. I think many people do it, especially on the forums. Everyone was calling for that. It was one of the requested games. I would love to see a new Punch-Out game. I would love to see brand new games coming out for the system. And when they do that, and you could release the remakes as well on virtual consoles or even as re-releases, but, have it come out. Like if Bayonetta 3 was released now, it would have been cool to buy a deluxe package with all 3 games slammed into one. I would have loved that. That would have been so cool, but to take that on the go with you and Skyrim and other awesome games to take it on the go with you is incredible. I mean, the technology is just so amazing. We're finally here, guys. And I'm just giving a little 1-2 to Nintendo that I hope down the line of next year that they take advantage of this momentum and start building up and getting the Wii U people, because I know you're out there, because I was a Wii U guy too, and I still am. I still have my Wii U. I bought believe it or not, I sold my Wii U and I told you I regretted it, and now I bought it again. I actually bought it for a very simple reason, and I'm going to go into it, but like I told, I'm not kidding. So they had different, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I wanted to play that game again. I wanted to play the Zelda games all over again because I just beat Breath of the Wild, and I wanted to go fully and immerse and find everything, and I realized I made a mistake. I found it on Facebook. This guy was selling it for $30 just to get rid of it, so I bought it, and I'm just, a little, even though it's not, I'm not going to call it nostalgic because it's not that long ago, but it's just awesome to have that in my hands again. But I would love to see the Wii U people jump over to the Switch. But the only way that's going to happen is if the remakes are still being made, but more of the new games are being made. A new Smash Brothers, a Bayonetta 3, a new Punch-Out, a new Donkey Kong, a new Mario. I would love to see another Mario other than Odyssey, even though Odyssey was exclusive to the Switch. I'd love to see it. I thought that Odyssey was a very, very small game. I really would have loved to see different variations, like Lenny Koopa and all these guys all coming back together, to verse you. Not just Koopa doing... it was an easy game. I mean, I think we could all agree it was very short, but it was awesome. It was a great game, a great experience, and I wish that they can make an Odyssey Part 2. I heard some rumors about it. I hope they do that. I hope that this is going to be like the 3DS, where they come out like the 2DS. They come out with different versions, and they grow with it, and they come out with version 2, as I said in my other video, that NVIDIA and them have a 2-decade contract right now. So they're going to take advantage of Volta if that technology ever comes out, or any type of technology that is more energy efficient and has that big spike in performance, and we'd be able to see it. I do think that Nintendo should kick out 2K games because they obviously are not taking them seriously. But I do think if they do stick around, that they should really, you know, stick it to them and tell them what the hell was that WWE game all about when you guys screwed that up and ruined pretty much the whole thing for everybody. And I know some people that got the Nintendo Switch solely because of that, because they have the Wii U and they have all the games. They didn't care. They just wanted a portable wrestling game like I wanted. But I wanted also other games on this as well. But that was like that was the thing that pushed me over to actually pull the trigger. And then to be disappointed like that, I mean, that's a no-go. So I'm hoping Nintendo learns from their little faux pas, their little mistakes, and next year take advantage. And they still got their momentum. It is growing, and they have no competition. This is the time, guys. This is the time, Nintendo, to build relationships with other companies. If one doesn't work out and 2K sucks, go with somebody else. Build relationships. Go out there. You're doing great. Great system. I don't have a day where I go without this. Everywhere I go on the train, I am always playing this. I have a 45-minute ride, and I'm either playing Bayonetta, Breath of the Wild, Mario. I mean, let's face it, guys. This thing came out already with 2 great games. One of the best 2 games out there, in my point of view, in my most humble point of view, really, to be honest with you. And that is Mario Odyssey, even though it was small, and Sega. And Zelda Breath of the Wild. And now Bayonetta 2, which I'm really getting into because I didn't get that much into it on the Wii U. So I'm really happy I got that. And I really hope that they're coming out with new games that would be able to be on the portable and an actual virtual console. I would really enjoy that if they had that I could take games that were on the Wii on the go, which would be really, really cool. But Mario Kart, how amazing was that? I would have loved to see a new Mario Kart, but even the Deluxe was insane. That was amazing to take on the go. People are always looking at me. I'm on the train. People are always staring. What is this? What is this? Some people don't even know about the Switch at all. They're just seeing this big chunk in my hand here playing it. And they're looking and they're saying, wow, this is pretty cool. So I think more advertisement needs to be out there for the Nintendo Switch. I don't see that much of it over here in New York. I would have loved to see more advertisement. I would love to see how you engage the Wii U customers that, no offense, you guys screwed over, us in the Wii U, but didn't really screw us over. You still stuck around and whatever, but it would have been cool if there would have been some kind of deal that they could have jumped over, that we could have jumped over to the Switch. But even if not, cater to them by making new games, making them come out. I know many of my cousins, they don't want to upgrade at all. I know many of my friends that don't want to upgrade at all because they have most of the games that are coming out as remakes are the same exact thing on the Wii U. It looks exactly the same. Breath of the Wild even is on the Wii U. So they don't want to jump, but you got to entice them to jump by showing them that you're doing, you're going out there, you're making the new games, and they will jump eventually. And by next Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, anyone, by the next holiday, all of this would probably be the #1 thing. Now, I know also in the beginning, the thing that really screwed up your momentum was the shortage of this. And that also showed the investors that you didn't have faith in your product. And that's why your investors were at a low, if you remember. And then when you guys started coming out with more and they started seeing it grow, people started jumping on the ship. And everybody started to invest and people started to take risks with you guys. And that's what I really want you guys to think about by the next holiday season. To start releasing these big games right now and to continuously release them every month, at least a good game to come out, a month, 2 months, to come out with a solid game like a Breath of the Wild, type of thing. Like something that'll really throw them off their feet. And I own a PlayStation 4 and I got that. So all you PlayStation fanboys out there, you guys know I have a PlayStation 4, I have a PlayStation Vita, and I'm telling you, this thing is the shiz. Go with Nintendo, yo. Get this. If you are in the portable world, that's what I recommend you guys. You get yourself a Nintendo Switch. You could come back here and tell me it sucks if it sucks. It does not suck, and you know it. On the dock mode, I don't play it much. Okay, so I do understand that I play it on the PlayStation 4, and I'm a PC gamer, so I love playing it on PC, and that stomps pretty much every gaming system out there. But to be able to take this baby on the go, and to get all our favorite games, even if it is on dock mode, it's our favorite games, the Marios, the Mario Karts, all of that. Guys, trust me, give this a shot, and you will be hooked. After the Wii U, after the PlayStation Vita, I didn't want to give Sony a chance. Then they came out with with the PlayStation 3. I didn't like. I didn't even though I had the games and everything, I didn't find it as entertaining as, let's say, computer games. And now PlayStation 4 is having all these wickedly awesome games from the God of War and all of that, and I loved that series as well. And to have that being able to be, and they kind of, even though I said I won't buy anything Sony, I went and bought that. So I know when, after Sony screwed us with the Vita, this thing is not going anywhere, guys. This thing is going to stay with us. It's a long-term investment, and I recommend that everybody give Nintendo a chance and get yourself a Switch. Support this brand, because you will not believe how this will wow the hell out of you. Okay, if you want to wait for the next one, I know some of you guys are saying you're going to wait for the more, the more improved ones, and that's fine. I'm just going to recommend to Nintendo not to release a new Switch for another 2 years. And the reason why, like I said on my NVIDIA video, the new NVIDIA chips are coming out. Okay, but because they're in their infancy stage, especially Volta, if and when they come out, because they announced it in 2013, I don't think you should jump on new technology right away till you know you could fix all the kinks. I know a lot of people who jumped into new technology. Okay, even Samsung Note 8, which I still think was a conspiracy, but whatever, by Apple. But Note 7. They try to go with a thinner battery, and look what and look what happened. It blew up. Even though it's funny, after they took it out of the shelves, it never happened. Nobody ever that kept it had a blow up thing. But whatever. The point is, new technology. Let them work it out first before you put it on the system. Don't be in a rush. Build so everyone that has this can enjoy it and not feel that they have a need to upgrade right away is also a big plus. And then what happens is, once that technology starts to improve, then you make that jump into the Volta series, which I said will give us another 30% easy, based on the rumors and based on the stats, easily. Even though this isn't a rumor of Nintendo Switch, this is a rumor for laptops and stuff like that. But I'm saying easily, based on my calculations, about 30% battery life increase. Now, obviously, I have, the case charger that I showed you about that gives me about 6 hours of battery life here that I'm charging right now, and this is amazing. But some of you guys, a lot of you guys, sorry, liked it. Some of you guys said it was, only 2 people said that it was a little bulky for you, and I totally get it. I have, freakishly huge hands, but I get it, because this is much lighter, and I would have loved to have this also like this, but I'm already used to this, and trust me, you will be too. But wouldn't it be cool to have 30% more battery life on already the battery life that it has already? So I really think it's great. Another thing that I really love about the Nintendo Switch, and believe it or not, some of you guys are gonna say, no, that's when they come out with a new one, it's bad. A lot of their stuff is plug and play. When I opened it up, I showed it like my brother, and I was telling him, I was like, wow, this thing comes out, everything comes out, the battery comes out, the memory, the onboard memory comes out. So if they ever come out with a new one, the independent markets might sell it. Or who knows, maybe Nintendo will sell an upgrading kit and you guys could do it. I don't think they will do it because they want to still have the warranty intact. But the independent market might be able to do that. And you could put more internal memory into that bad boy. So I do love that they made a lot of their things plug and play. I really do. Now, if I had to make improvements, I think we could all agree, battery life. I think we could all agree if they could put more power in it. I think we could all agree that it would be cool if they had an HD, even though, to be honest with you, to the eye, on portable mode, it doesn't make a difference to be 720 or HD. It's the same thing. I'm telling you, it really is. It looks very vibrant, especially I put it on a 4K monitor and on my HD monitors. And even on the HD monitors, it looks pretty cool, but I would have loved to see a different version, maybe that plays at 4K. And then when you take it on a portable mode, because obviously 4K will drain the hell out of the battery, but on portable mode would be full HD. And with Volta technology, probably be in par with this battery here. And that would be extremely, extremely cool. I would really love to see the next system probably embrace that. But for Nintendo, for next year, I'd like to see new releases. I would like to see the Virtual Console, even though I don't think it's going to happen because you guys are already all over the place with that. But that would be really awesome to see that. I would love to see a new Punch-Out game. Please release a new Punch-Out game. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think down below. Tell me if I'm being a little over dramatic here, but I think we could all agree with this. Nintendo Switch, one hell of a damn freaking product, and I just want to see it take advantage of the momentum and the technology, not abandon it like Sony, which they're obviously not doing, which Sony abandoned the full potential of the PlayStation Vita, even though it is crap compared to this, obviously, but it was generations away. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, dislike, definitely subscribe, and hit that bell button. It'll help me out a lot, and you guys will be alerted the second a new video comes out. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.